Hi, friends. There is nothing more comforting than the smell of freshly baked artisan bread. And today I am going to show you how to make a beautiful bakery style loaf at home using a Dutch oven and absolutely no kneading. Yes, no kneading at all. This recipe is simple, beginner friendly, and made with just a few basic ingredients. The dough slowly rises its own, developing incredible flavors and texture. And when baked inside a hot Dutch oven, it creates that perfect crispy crust on the outside and soft, airy crumb inside, just like artisan bread from a bakery. No mixture, no complicated techniques, just time, patience, and simple ingredients. If you have ever wanted to bake bread at home but felt intimidated, this is the perfect place to start. Let's make this easy, no need Dutch oven artisan bread together. For this bread, it's always better to use bread flour if you have it. Bread flour gives you a better texture and structure because of the higher protein content. The quality of the bread really depends on the flour you use. If you don't have bread flour, plain flour works well too. But today I'm using bread flour. I am adding 3 level cups of bread flour into a bowl. Make sure the cups are level, not heaps. Next, I have 1.5 cups of lukewarm water, not just gently warm. I am adding 1.5 teaspoon of yeast, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoon of sugar. I am using this dough hook to mix this. This tool is really handy. A dough scraper and a spatula are also very useful working with sticky dough like this. I need extra flour to sprinkle over the dough. Now I am adding lukewarm water all at once. This is going to be a high hydration sticky dough. That's exactly what we want. Mix everything together until all the flour disappears. You don't need to knead, beat, or overwork the dough. Just mix until it comes together. If your dough feels too dry, you can add a little extra water. I am adding about a quarter cup of more, but this depends on the flour you are using. Now I will switch to using my hands to bring everything together. You can see how sticky the dough is. That's perfect. Cover it with a lid and leave it for ferment for about 2 hours. I have two Dutch ovens. The white one can hold dough made with 4 cups of flour. But today I'm using this smaller blue one. It's perfect for 3 cups of bread, for which is exactly what we are using today. I am lining it with the baking paper so the bread doesn't stick and it's easy to lift out later. This Dutch oven works as a small oven inside your oven. After the 2 hours, look at the rise. The dough has doubled beautifully. Lightly flour your bench top and gently scrape the dough out. Now I will show you how to fold the dough. Take the edge of the dough, stretch it gently and fold it into the center. Turn it slightly, stretch and fold again. Repeat this few times, stretch and fold. And that's it. No kneading, no complicated step, just simple techniques for beautiful homemade bread. Now I am going to shape the dough. Gently push the edges underneath towards the bottom to create tension on the surface. Turn it slowly using your fingers. Don't press too hard. Be gentle. Keep turning and tucking until you form a nice round loaf. Lightly sprinkle some flour into your bowl. Then place the dough back inside to rest while we prepare the Dutch oven. Now preheat your Dutch oven for 15 minutes before baking. This step is very important. A hot Dutch oven gives you that beautiful oven spring. I have just taken mine out of the oven. Be very careful, it's extremely hot. Now place your dough onto your baking paper. Using your hands, gently shape it again if needed to keep it round. If you have a bread lame or blade, you can score the top, but I don't have one, so I am using a sharp knife. Make a deep cut across the top. The design doesn't matter. You can make a simple line across or even branch pattern like I am doing. Just make sure the cut is deep enough to so the heat can expand the bread properly while baking. Now carefully place the bread into the hot Dutch oven. Put the lid on and return it to the oven. Bake it at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I remove the bread out of the oven. Look at this, already beautiful. Now remove the baking paper and place the bread back into the Dutch oven, this time without the lid. Bake for another 15 minutes to get that crust extra crispy and golden. Look at this beautiful crispy crust on the outside and soft chewy inside. It's still very hot, just one out of the oven. It's almost too hot to slice, but I really can't wait. When you tap the bottom, you can hear the hollow sounds. That's how you know your bread is perfectly baked. It's too hot to handle actually. I can't wait to grab the warm corner slice, spread some butter on it, and watch it melt straight into the bread. Look at the inside. Soft, airy, and full of beautiful texture. There is nothing better than hot homemade bread with butter. Thanks for watching.